to the hands of no other person than that's Alexander Usyk. Well, so what does this mean for Alexander Usyk? Well, for Alexander Usyk, well, this man he retained his WBA, WBO, and IBF title belts. And of course, he's still in line to fight Daniel Dubois. Well, how would this go down? And we talk about football stories. You know how heavy I talk about shooting stars getting away victory in the Nigeria Premier Football League. Yes, I can tell you that yesterday, the Oluyole Warriors, they went away from home to the Cathedral Stadium, that's the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, that's in Enugu, and they got a maximum 3 points, defeating the defending champions of the Nigeria Premier Football League by a goal to nil. Utin was the one who scored that goal in the 28th minute, and you could tell that the Oluyole Warriors now, they are 3 points behind the Remo Stars and Rivers United, whom of course both teams, they have 33 points in the Nigeria Premier Football League, and of course they are third on the log with 30 points. And you could tell that that's definitely a good one for the Oracle. That's 𝐒𝐈𝐒 Gubote and the rest of the boys. So in the English Premier League also, we had games go down where our partners, the BBC Premier League updates, they are standing by to give us the updates from all of those games that went down yesterday. From the games that went down yesterday, we only saw 3 victories. And those 3 victories happened to be the away team. In that's 3-goal thrillers, 3 goals to 0. Manchester United lost at home to the hands of Bournemouth. And then for another team, Wolverhampton Wanderers, they also won by 3 goals to 0. But the biggest game that went down yesterday there in England was at the Tottenham Stadium, where Tottenham Hotspur lost at home to the hands of Liverpool Football Club. Mohamed Salah, this man, he is big of a history maker in the English Premier League. He has surpassed Erling Braut Haaland on the goal-scoring chart and also moved up on the ladder of the highest goal scorers in Liverpool Football Club history, and also the first man to also reach double digits, that's of assists and goals before Christmas in the English Premier League. So definitely we have all of these lined up for us on today's edition of the program right here on 32 FM Scoreboard in 15, and you're listening to the voice of Oluwatimileni SAMIES Ogudi on the program this lovely morning. Without wasting much time, let's just join our partners, the BBC Premier League updates, and of course I take a listen to what they have for us from the games that went down yesterday. Ruben Amorim's Manchester United. I think this is not the best way for him to start his Manchester United career. How many games has he played at the Old Trafford? How many victories has he had? And then for Liverpool Football Club, are you going to call them the champions of the English Premier League right now, or they are still going to contend till the last match day of the English Premier League season? The BBC Premier League update.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Andy Bowell at the BBC Sports Centre. Liverpool sit 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Liverpool were 6-3 winners away at Spurs, and the BBC's football correspondent John Murray was at the game.
This was splendid entertainment, but at the same time, Tottenham were ruthlessly exposed by the league leaders. Liverpool played well, very well, as they established a 5-1 lead, with goals from Diaz, McAllister, Szoboszlai and 2 from Mo Salah. Maddison got one back for Spurs before half-time, which briefly made it 2-1, but that Liverpool would win was never really in doubt as they built that lead. Tottenham staged a mini comeback with goals from Kulusevski and Solanke, but Diaz rounded off the scoring with his second of the match as Liverpool strengthened their position at the top of the league, and Tottenham's roller coaster season continues.
Second place Chelsea were held to a goalless draw away at Everton. Manchester United were booed off the pitch at Old Trafford after losing 3-0 at home to Bournemouth for the second season running. And Ruben Amorim's team have just taken 7 points from his 6 games in charge.
Yeah, it's really hard. We concede one foul, one set pieces, and then we suffer a goal. Then we have a lot of opportunities. We were near the goal, and then after the second half, the penalty, and then right away the third goal was really tough for the players, for the fans, and it is a very difficult moment.
And it leaves Manchester United 13th in the table, Bournemouth are 5th, and pushing for European football next season. Wolves had a 3-0 win away at relegation rivals Leicester City as new boss Vitor Pereira got a victory in his first game in charge. Wolves are now just a couple of points behind Leicester, who sit directly above the drop zone. And it ended 0-0 between Fulham and the bottom club Southampton. The Saints are 8 points from safety. For more football news on the BBC, please go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
All right, there you listen to the BBC Premier League update. There are games that went down also across the different centers where we talk about the Spanish La Liga. Well, over the course of the weekend, Atletico de Madrid, they got a victory away at FC Barcelona for the first time in 18 years. And with that victory, that 2-1 victory, Atletico de Madrid are top of the Spanish La Liga standing. We know that Atletico de Madrid and Real Madrid, they both have a game in hand. And Real Madrid yesterday, they defeated Sevilla by 4-2. Kylian Mbappe, he was on target in that encounter. Rodrigo Goes was also on target. We also had Federico Valverde on target in that encounter. And then Brahim Diaz, all on target as Real Madrid defeated Sevilla. That's in the Spanish La Liga. Villarreal also defeated Leganés by 5-2. Remember, Leganés defeated Barcelona. That was last weekend. And Real Betis also played out a World War against the Rayo Vallecano. And Alaves and Valencia, they also shared the spoils 2-2. And we can talk about games that went down across the different centers. Before we talk about the Nigeria Premier Football League in Germany, well, what happened there in Germany? Well, it was just the last set of games for the year in the German Bundesliga, where VfL Bochum defeated Edenhem by 2-0. And Wolfsburg lost at home to the hands of Borussia Dortmund by 3-1. Well, for Borussia Dortmund, they played that game. That's from the 62nd minute with 10 men after Pascal Gross was red carded in that encounter. And that will lead me to also talk about this one, where Borussia Dortmund star, the man whose season has been marred by injury, but he definitely is back for the team as he was a substitute yesterday. That's Borussia Dortmund's football star, Karim Adeyemi. He's set to visit Nigeria from December 23rd to that's the 27th of December as part of his annual trip organized by the Karim Adeyemi Foundation. And this year's visit is themed that's Karim in Niger, a legacy in action, which definitely would combine sports, humanitarian initiatives, and community empowerment in Ibadan. And the foundation definitely continues to leverage football as a catalyst for social change. So it's actually a good one. We have events lined up for the visit of Karim Adeyemi to Ibadan. That's on December 24th, Adeyemi on the 15 tournament finals there in Ibadan, and a courtesy visit to the Olubadan Palace on December 25th, Christmas Day, the commissioning of key community projects in 4 communities in Ibadan, including water, sanitation, and hygiene initiatives. And December 26th, talking about a tennis exhibition match with under 15 players, showcasing their versatility and commitment to the sport. So this visit also would be Karim Adeyemi's 3rd one, and definitely this is actually a good one and a good initiative. Well, let's move away from that and talk about the Nigeria Premier Football League at this point in time, where the Oluyole Warriors are so excited to talk about the NPFL, especially the Oluyole Warriors at this point, going away from home at the Cathedral Stadium, getting maximum 3 points. It's definitely a good one for the Oluyole Warriors, and what a way for them to go away from home and get a victory. Remember, we've played almost all the top teams where we talk about in the NPFL away from home, the likes of Rivers United, Remo Stars, Eyimba Football Club. But how many results did we get out of that? Well, our last away victory was against Sunshine Stars, where we defeated them by 1-0. And of course, we defeated Rangers International by another 1-0. And that is a good one from Gbenga Ogbote and his boys. So for the Oluyole Warriors now, well, 6 clean sheets in 8 matches, 4 in a row for the Oluyole Warriors. Even though we are not scoring the flurry of goals, but I think getting a goal that will guarantee you 3 points, it's actually a good one and a way to go also for the Ibadan-based football club. So, we'll take a look at the NPFL standings and maybe some other results of games that went on in the Nigeria Premier Football League. First, a look at the standings. Well, from the standings, we have Remo Stars top of the table, followed by Rivers United, where there is nothing to separate them. They are on same point, and Shooting Stars are third with 30 points. Rangers International are fourth with 28 points. Well, just before I leave also, I can tell you that the Chan Eagles, we were in action against the Black Galaxies in Accra, Ghana. Well, the game ended 0-0. There was no superior in that encounter. But the second leg would go down there at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, and the winner would qualify for the African Nations Championship. That's the CHAN 2024, which is set to be hosted by Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. And moving away from that, also the WAFB Under-17 Girls Cup. Well, we lost to the hands of Ghana on penalties at 5-4. 2-2 the game ended after regular time, but it was not just meant to be for Bankole Okere and the rest of the ladies, where they lost out on penalties at 5-4. But I think that's actually a good one and a good heads up for these girls. But just how I'll be leaving you on the show this lovely morning, we go back to Saudi Arabia and of course treat ourselves to the fight that ended. That's in favor of that's Alexander Usyk defeating Tyson Fury. That's in the world of boxing. I am SAMIES, your sports captain. As you do, enjoy the rest of the day till we meet again by 3:30. Scoreboard Reloaded. Bye for now.
Jones, Tyson, Lewis, Holyfield, and now Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury lock horns all over again. It was marvellous in May. The undisputed Ring of trained long and hard in Gandia in Spain at his HQ. Good body shot. More intent with the shot. Good one, Shuno for Fury on the ropes. Southpaw toward now. Trying that big overhand left. Blood from the nose of Usyk. Good work.
As we know, the big attack's coming.
Oh, left hand. Oh, that's good shot from
Usyk's throwing a lot of punches here. Doing a lot of work, but it's good work.
That left hand right to the body, then back upstairs with the left. Good work though from Fury. Constantly thinking, making you work.